Good evening, everybody. Thanks for joining us this evening. If you are looking for more out of life, you are in the right place. Welcome to our Balanced Life, Happy Life. Every Tuesday, we do meet together and we look at some specific elements that are provided by a company called Niken. These elements work together. The elements that we look at together each and every week cover air, water, sleep, nutrition, and natural energies that, when combined together, create what is known as a Niken wellness home, an environment where you can truly thrive and live your very best life. And we have a bona fide expert with us tonight in this field, Dr. Gary Lindner, who is with us tonight to give us a presentation on the wellness home, is a Royal Diamond consultant with Niken, but also has a tremendous amount of experience in this field. Dr. Lindner has a PhD in physiology and understands these five elements and the technologies that go into creating a Niken wellness home at a very high level. So we're looking forward to learning from Dr. Lindner tonight. So thank you, everybody, for joining us for our Balanced Life, Happy Life tonight. Dr. Lindner, are you with us?
Yes, I am, Jeff, and thank you for the introduction. And I'd also like to thank everybody for joining us this evening. And as we get started, I will also thank my partner, Heather Abbott, for the great slides that we'll be showing this evening. So let me go ahead and get started and share my screen. And we should be up and running. So tonight, we're going to talk about the Niken Wellness Home. So this is kind of a compilation of pulling everything together that all my other esteemed colleagues and everybody has talked about. So we're going to talk about the wellness home and why every home should be a wellness home. That's actually Niken's motto: every home a wellness home. And let me see, I'm going to, there we go. So as Jeff mentioned, each week in the Balanced Life, Happy Life, we talk about five vital elements, five required elements that we all need. These are essential. We all need air. We need to breathe. We breathe about 20,000 times a day. We need water. We need to stay hydrated. We're about 70% water. We need food. We need nutrition. We need to fuel ourselves and our body. We need to recover. We need sleep. And we also need the natural energies of the sun and the earth. So I'm going to talk a little bit here, a minute, about what our biggest health challenge is. All right. Now, despite the last few years dealing with global pandemic, our global health challenge remains, our biggest global health challenge remains chronic diseases. And I'm sure everyone listening to me can relate to chronic diseases that have affected their lives personally or with family members or friends. I'm going to read a little quote I found just the other day. And this is from the City of Hope Cancer Research Center, a very esteemed cancer research center. And quote, it says, since the mid 20th century, many unhealthy changes have affected diet, lifestyle, obesity, the environment, and our microbiomes. Those changes may now be occurring earlier in life and may be making humans more susceptible to cancer at a younger age. Studies suggest the increase in early onset cancers may be due to the growing trend in chronic diseases affecting younger adults. Now, I don't know about you, but that's a little bit disturbing. And there's a number of younger people I know that are close to me that have experienced some of these issues, and not just cancer, but other chronic diseases as well. If we look at the statistics, 60% of all adults have one chronic disease, and 40% of us have two or more. And get this, by the age 65, 80% of adults have one chronic disease. 80% of us. Chronic diseases are responsible for 7 out of 10 deaths globally each year. And treating chronic disease accounts for nearly 90% of our healthcare dollar. So how do we treat them? Usually with pharmaceutical intervention. This is the most current figure I can find. 6.7 billion prescriptions were filled in the US in 2022. And that's about 18 per person in the US. And this increases as we age. So, are there some better ways to deal with this? I think so. And just dream with me for a minute. So, what if, and just what if we could change this? What if we could change it to where only 1 in 10 adults had a chronic condition? And by 65, I mean, only 20% of our population was affected. What if chronic diseases were responsible for only 10% of deaths each year? And what if treating chronic disease accounted for 10% of the our nation's healthcare dollar, and we had 90% to invest in prevention? Wouldn't that be great? I mean, wouldn't that be a much happier, healthier planet? Absolutely. The key is prevention. And the World Health Organization and the CDC, Centers for Disease Control, state that these chronic diseases are over 80% preventable. So if we want to prevent them, I think the next logical step is to identify what the causative factors are for chronic disease. It's divided into 2 major categories: non-modifiable factors, which include heredity and our age, and modifiable factors, which include lifestyle choices such as tobacco use, and unhealthy diet, maybe too much sugar consumption, poor sleep or inadequate sleep, dehydration, not drinking enough water and hydrating yourself, and not being very physically active or physical inactivity. There are some cultural and environmental factors that the World Health Organization lists, including globalization, urbanization, pollution, that environmental pollution that contributes to our body burden of toxins. And these are things that maybe we don't have a lot of control of in a global sense, but we definitely have some control over these in our homes. So let's look at this. As Jeff mentioned, these 5 vital elements are required, are essential for life, and they're the ones that we focus on with NECAN. And again, air, sleep, water, nutrition, and natural energies. And what if, just like in the quote I read from the City of Hope, what if these things have changed so drastically that maybe they are contributing factors, although they're essential, but they could be contributing factors for this huge problem we have with chronic diseases. So let's take a look at each of these. So air pollution is the 4th highest risk factor for death globally. Pollutants can be 2 to 5 times higher in our homes or indoors than outside. And we spend 90% of our time indoors. And who spends the most time indoors? The very young, the very old, or the infirm, or the sick. And I think it's safe to say we would all want to breathe the healthiest air possible. So the solution for this in our wellness home is the Kinko Air Purifier. It not only cleans and filters the air with that very efficient HEPA filter, but it helps replicate natural fresh air with negative ion technology. This is similar to the refreshing air we find outdoors around lakes, forests, waterfalls, beaches, and the Japanese refer to this as Shinrin Yoku, or forest bathing. So a healthy way, an efficient way to help clean the air in your home, to be breathing healthy air in our wellness home. So what about water? So water's, I just listened to a 3 hour, over 3 hour podcast, somebody talking about tap water. and a neuroscientist talking about it, where he was just beside himself of all the information that he found out of contaminants in tap water and how that can affect our health. But the first thing is we don't drink enough water. 75% of us are chronically dehydrated. And dehydration has been called the mother of all epidemics and the first step we need to take in addressing chronic disease. I used to tell my kids this: water is not just a beverage choice, it's an essential nutrient. It absolutely is. So I recommend drinking half your body weight in ounces per day to stay well hydrated. Failure to drink enough water, and I'm just going to just list a few things that this can cause. So failure to drink enough water can lead to fatigue, to joint pain, weight gain, headaches, ulcers, high blood pressure, kidney disease, type 2 diabetes, and the list could go on and on. We want to stay well hydrated. And I think, again, we would all want the healthiest water possible. Our solution in the wellness home is the Niken waterfall and some of our other water products as well. But let's focus on the waterfall for right now. It's like turning your tap water into spring water the way nature intended. It's as if Mother Nature pours you a glass of water. And we would like this as part of our wellness home as well. And what I'm illustrating here is the Niken water pack. So we want to bathe in healthy water too. So we have the shower filtration system. We want to have healthy water on the go. So we have the sport bottle as well. So this is a crucial part of a wellness home. So sleep, again, a lot of times this is based on choices, and what I've been saying for years is be healthy by choice, not by chance. So we want to have a good quality health sleep, and we need at least 8 hours per night. The average American averages 6.5 hours. That is a full hour less than what it was 40 or 50 years ago. And sleeping less than 8 hours per night, again, can lead to many health conditions and chronic health conditions: fatigue, weight gain, diabetes, Alzheimer's, cardiovascular disease, stroke, obesity, and cancer have all been linked to poor quality sleep. So we want a good quality sleep of at least 8 hours per night. We supply this with the Nature Rest Kenko sleep system in the wellness home. Now, this is a little personal story. Uh, Pretty much until I was introduced to the Kenko sleep system, in my adult years, I would go to bed, lay there awake, finally fall asleep, wake up a couple hours later, look at the clock, fall asleep again, wake up a couple hours later, look at the clock. And even though during my curriculum for my PhD, I took 2 courses on sleep physiology, I just kind of figured, well, maybe that's just my normal adult sleep pattern. I was very wrong. After getting the Niken sleep system, I fall asleep quickly. I stay asleep, maybe wake up once during the evening to use the restroom, but fall asleep quickly again and get up in the morning and feel great, full of energy, just like I did when I was a young kid. You remember how you used to get up? You couldn't wait to get up. For me, I couldn't wait to get up, let's say on a Saturday morning, and get out to the baseball field. But again, full of energy, well rested, and just a good, healthy feeling. So this sleep system is designed around the physiology of sleep. And again, we have some other presentations on it that can go into more detail of how it accomplishes this, but it is definitely a cornerstone of the Niken Wellness Home. So food, good food, bad food. You've heard it said, we are what we eat. And I agree with that. And making healthy food choices is challenging for many of us. And think about it. One of the most important decisions we make every day is what we eat and drink. And it's everyone's choice to eat healthy or not. But if we look at choices out there, Over-processed food, undernourishing food, chemical additives, preservatives, environmental toxins, excess sugar added back to foods or excess sugar consumption, fast food. And if we look at some of the statistics, only 1 in 10 adults get enough fruits and vegetables in their daily diet. And 60% of children don't eat enough fruit, and 93% don't eat enough vegetables to meet their daily requirements. The Nikan whole food nutrition program that I would recommend as a solution to this problem is 3 products. And this is just 3 of many that we have for nutritional support. But the Ken's Vital Balance Protein Shake helps get us our protein complement each day. It also helps with probiotics for our microbiome. For our vegetable complement, I absolutely love our barley grass supplement, the J Greenzymes. It also is gives me a nice little boost of energy during the day as well. In fact, I had a glass of it just before tonight's presentation. Um, and for my fruit complement, I highly recommend the Super Siaga for your fruit complement. It's 14 different fruits and helps supply that. You can mix that together in a juice or anything else. Kids love it too when it's presented to them that way as well. So that is also part of our wellness home. We have a program, an auto ship program, where you can save 10% monthly for your nutritional needs, which is a great savings and a great value. So energy, let's talk about that for just a second as well. Again, these are all vital elements. The problem is that we pretty much live in a world of electronic smog. Appliances, cell phones, laptops. We're Wi-Fi'd and 5G'd everywhere we go. And we require the energy of the earth and the sun. It's vital, but it's often blocked by these artificial energies. So we want to aid our body in dealing with this technological smog with the natural energies of the sun and the earth. For that, we have many of our energy products. This is the picture here represents what we call an energy pack. There's a number of different products in this. Many times, Heather and I refer this as to our first aid kit at home. A little bump or an owie or stiffness or soreness, and we'll utilize some of the Nikan wraps or some of the magnetic products to help with that, but also to give us more balance and more energy during the day. Throughout the day, I'm wearing those products on my body to also to give me more energy and just better performance during the day. So we have all these products within the wellness home. Now, I might also add here, there's a start to the wellness home. There's relatively no end because Nikan's constantly either improving or adding new products to create that healthier environment for us, the Nikan Wellness Home. So a Nikan Wellness Home transforms your living space into a safe haven, a place that not only supports better health and energy, but promotes balance and well-being. So it's often called a greenhouse for humans. And I think that description is very appropriate. It's a place where we can thrive. You can accomplish this through a very interesting process called biomimicry, where we use science and technology to replicate nature. And Nikan is excellent at this, of looking at the way things exist in nature and then providing technology to provide that to us in our wellness homes. So the Nikan Wellness Home addresses all 5 of these vital elements and provides them the way nature intended. So changing these modifiable causes of chronic disease to healthy conditions, I think, would be the logical choice. And these are products we use every day. And I think many of you would agree with me, you wouldn't go without them. So the Nikan Wellness Home is the most logical, effective, prevention-focused self-care system or healthcare system, self-care system in the world. So to kind of summarize, what I'm really saying here is just basic common sense. It really is. So I think we can all agree we enjoy the benefits of modern living. I think we enjoy indoor plumbing, right? Electricity, heating and air conditioning, the internet, our cell phones, our laptops. When using these technologies, then we need to counteract the side effect of these technologies with a wellness home. So these make simple, easy choices part of your day. It really does. The Nika Wellness Home, it really provides an integrative approach to being healthy by choice. So please join us and in our mission to make every home a wellness home. And with that, we invite you to be part of our global wellness community. And for more information, please contact the person who invited you. And with that, Jeff, I'm going to stop my share and turn it back over to you.
Dr. Lindner, thank you for sharing with us tonight. This is a fantastic introduction to a really amazing line of products and technologies that Niken does have. The wellness home, it absolutely is an environment where you truly can allow your body to be at its very best. Please join us next week. We do meet every Tuesday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific, 6, 7, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Next week, we will be discussing sleep and looking at this vital component of maintaining a healthy body and a healthy lifestyle. So again, do join us each and every week. Thank you for joining us for Balanced Life, Happy Life this evening. We'll see everybody next week.